Hello, Israel, Judah and Gentiles alike. I had to go back in, and for some reason they said I could not go live when I was ready to go. So I had to go back in and change the title, I guess, and a few other things. It looked like now they want to play with my screen, but it's okay. We're gonna get this done. Let's go. First thing first, we want to bust out these scriptures. First, people, I want to give you these scriptures. We're going to jump into a lot of things real quick, and then we're going to sum it up. I'm going to try to make this video real fast as possible. I don't know. Let's go in here first. Let's see if they're going to let us even mess around. Okay. We might not have to go that route. I said I was going to go that route, but they got me jumping through hoops to even do a live. Yeah. Cut me off, cut me back on. So we're going to skip around then. Get it. Got you here. We got you. Okay. Okay. So, as I stated, we're gonna go here first. I was gonna do something different, but since I had to go back in and change a lot of stuff up on this live, we're just gonna go with this. So again, can y'all see this book? Because I look like it's fading in and out. It shouldn't be fading in and out at all. But this is the complete 54 book Apocrypha. I'm gonna start reading out of this. So I'm changing everything around now since I had to go back in and do something different. We're gonna read this first, and then we'll go from here and just skip through so I can sum this up real quick. And this is Jubilees 37. And I'm going to start. Okay, Google. Pause. And it says in chapter 37, and on the day that Isaac, the father of Jacob, and Esau died, the sons of Esau heard that Isaac had given a portion of the elders, his younger son, to Jacob. They was really angry, and they stole to their father, saying, "Why has your father given Jacob portion of your blessing and passed you over, although he is the youngest son? Because I sold my birthright to Jacob," is what Esau told Jacob, right? Told his sons. "For a small mess of lentil," which is some porridge, some type of pottage meat. "And the day that my father sent me to hunt and catch and bring him something to eat and bless me, he came with," talking about Jacob, brought him some food and some drink, and he blessed Jacob instead of Esau, which caused the father Isaac to make Esau and Jacob swear to him that we will not mutually devise evil against each other, and that we will continue to love and live in peace as brother one to another, and make no corruption. And they said to him, "We will not listen to you and make peace with him, for our strength is greater than the strength." So Jacob and Esau made a promise to Isaac once Isaac gave Jacob the blessing of the oldest. So once he did that, then Isaac made Jacob and Esau promised that they would not fight each other, would not hate each other, go on living as brothers and whatever. But then after that was made, then Esau's son came in and they was like, well, why would your father give your blessings to the younger brother when they truly was yours? And Esau basically was just telling them that, hey, I made a promise to my mother, well, to my father. He made one to his mother as well. Made a promise to my father, that I wouldn't go against go against Jacob, I'm sorry. And the sons was basically telling Esau, they don't care about the promise that you made to your father. We don't hold true to that promise. So then it goes on off to say, okay, we'll go right here. And now, our father has caused us to swear, me to him, that we will not mutually devise evil either against his brother, and that we will each continue to love in peace with his brother, and not make our ways corrupt. And this is the sons of Esau talking now. This is not going to be that long. I'm going to run through it. It ain't nothing but one page. Y'all can listen to this. And they said unto him, we will not listen to you. They talking to Esau, y'all. These are Esau kids. And it's very important that you hear this so you'll understand when I tell you that your enemies are all around you right now. This is what I mean. And they said to him, we will not listen to you to make peace with him, for our strength is greater than his strength, and we are more powerful than he. We will go against him and slay him and destroy him and his sons. That's us. And if you will not go with us, we will harm you also. So they said they'll harm Esau too, And now listen to us. Let us send Ammon, the Philistine, and Moab, and Ammon, and let us choose for ourselves chosen men who are able and ready for battle. And let us go against him and do battle with him. And let us exterminate him from the earth before he grows strong. So they want to destroy Jacob and his sons before they multiply. And their father said to them, do not go and do not make war with him, lest you fall before him, lest you go be destroyed before him, is what Esau telling his sons. And they said to him, this too is exactly your mode of action from your youth until this day. In other words, you've been this way with your brother since you was born up until now. And you are putting your necks under his yoke. We will not listen to these words. And they sent the sons, Esau's sons, sent Ammon to Adram, to the friends of their father. And they hired along with them 1,000 fighting men, chosen men of war. And they came to them from Moab and from the children of Ammon, those who were hired 1,000 chosen men, and from Philistia 1,000 chosen men of war, and from Edom and from the Horites 1,000 chosen fighter men, and from Kittim mighty men of war. And they said to their father, go out with them and lead them, else we will slay you. So in other words, Esau kids telling him, you go out there and lead these soldiers and these mighty men against your brother, because if you don't, we're going to slay you too, right? And he was filled with wrath, indignation. This is Esau. He's filled with wrath, indignation on seeing that his sons were forcing him to go before them to lead them against his brother Jacob, which is us. But afterwards, he remembered all the evil which lay hidden in his heart against his brother Jacob. And he did not remember the oath which he promised, right? Which he had sworn to his father and to his mother, that he would devise no evil all his days against his brother Jacob. And notwithstanding all of this, Jacob did not know that they was even coming to battle him, right? Coming against him to battle. And he was mourning for his wife Leah. Leah, his wife, had already died, so he was mourning when they came up against him to attack him. Jacob, our people, right? Our brother. His wife lived until they approached very near to the tower with 4,000 warriors and chosen men of war, so 4,000 plus. And the men of Hebron sent him, saying, behold, your brother has come against you to fight you with 4,000 grit with the sword, and they carry shields and weapons. For they love Jacob. The people that came to Jacob telling them this, they loved Jacob, right? More than they loved Esau. So they told him, for Jacob was a more liberal and merciful man than Esau, but Jacob would not believe it until they came very near to the tower. So Jacob didn't believe that Esau was coming to war with him. He thought that Esau was coming, to give him some condolences for his wife, Leah, passing away, or, coming to mourn with him or whatever. That's what Jacob thought until they came to near the tower. And he closed the gates of the tower, and he stood on the battlements and spoke to his brother Esau and said, noble is the comfort with which you have come to comfort me for my wife who has died. Is this the oath that you swore to your father and against your mother before they died? You have broken the oath. He's telling Esau this. And on the moment that you swore to your father, you were condemned. And then Esau answered and said to him, neither the children of men nor the beasts of earth have any oath of righteousness, which is swearing they have sworn forever. In other words, if I swore to you, it wasn't forever. But every day they devise evil against one another, and how each may slay his adversary, an enemy. And you hate me and my children forever. And there is no observing the tie of brotherhood with you. This is what Esau is telling Jacob. Hear these words which I declare to you. If a boar, pig, can change his skin and make his bristles out of his mouth as soft as wool, or if it can cause horns to sprout out of his head like the horns of a stag, deer, of a sheep, then I will observe the tie of brotherhood with you. That's what he's telling Jacob. And if the breasts spreaded themselves from their mother, for you have not been a brother to me. And if the wolves make peace with the lambs, so as not to devour or do them violence, and if their hearts are towards them for good, then they will be peace in my heart. They will be peace in my heart towards you. And if the lion becomes a friend of the ox and makes peace with him, and if he is bound under the yoke, pulling in the field with him and plows with him, then I will make peace with you. And when the raven becomes white, which he's black, then know that I have loved you and will make peace with you. You will be rooted out, and your sons will be rooted out, and there will be no peace for you. And when Jacob saw that he was so evil, deposed towards him with all his heart and with all his soul as to slay him. So Jacob was like, hey, this is my brother saying this thing. So he coming to kill me, slay me. and that he had come springing like a wild boar, which comes on the spirit of pierce to kill it, and does not recoil from it. Then he spoke to his own and to his servants. They shall attack and all his companions. So that's what Jacob told his warrior, his sons. So that's all of the 12 tribes he got in his kingdom right now. They right there at the gate, right? So after Esau said all of these things to him, then he said, okay, well, prepare for battle. You know what I'm saying? Hold up 1 second, because I see we got a problem here. Let's leave it one. Yeah, we're not playing that game. They've been trying to stop this live for a minute. Okay. Attack him. Okay, so now, after Esau has said all these things, so Jacob know that Esau is come to destroy him and his family, get rid of him. So Jacob told his guys, his children, and they servants to prepare for battle against Esau and his sons. That's Donald Trump and them are the descendants of Esau. They're his sons, they're grandsons. Because you heard me say in my video that Great Britain is where the grandchildren, sons and daughters of Esau dwell, right? Great Britain is where Donald Trump and them came to the fourth part and colonized it and converted it into America, right? So let me finish this little part. This is it here, this part. This is where I'm going to kick in. I'm going to show you the understanding of the Most High God, okay? And after that, Judah spoke to his father Jacob. Now, Judah, you hear me say, Judah is just one of the sons. Judah is the king tribe, right? Yahushua, that y'all call Jesus, he was born through the king tribe, which was Judah. Now you about to hear all of the names of the sons of Jacob, the 12 tribes. And you're going to hear all of the names of all of the people that's still in the earth right today that done changed their names. Most of these people was destroyed in this battle. But the ones that were still left at the villages and that in their tents survived. They didn't go to war. So these are the people now that we're dealing with. That's why I was telling you it's important to understand who you are in the earth. Now let me finish it up. And after that, Judah spoke to his father Jacob and said to him, bend your bow, shoot an arrow. Bend your bow, father, and send out your arrow and cast down the adversary, the enemy, and slay the enemy, and may you have the power. In other words, because I mean, if you finna shoot an arrow to try to, we're not a wicked people. But you got to realize, so he telling his father that because he know his father have compassion for Esau. That's his blood brother, right? So he bringing them to this point, like, Dad, look, go ahead and bend your bow, shoot your bow out there. Listen to what he tells Jacob, his father, Judah. And after that, Judah spoke to his father Jacob and said to him, bend your bow, father, and send it out your arrow, and cast down the adversary, your enemy, and slay the enemy, and may you have power. For we will not slay your brother. So his son saying, we're not going to slay your uncle. Our uncle, your brother. You're going to have to do that. For he is such as you. And he is like you. Let us give him this honor. Then Jacob bent his bow and sent out the arrow and struck his brother Esau on his right breast and destroyed him. And again he sent out an arrow and struck Adoram, the Amalekite, on the left breast and drove him backwards and destroyed him. That's two arrows Jacob shot. Each one of them hit their target. The first one destroyed Esau. The second one destroyed this other fella. I don't know if it's his brother or not. I mean, his son. Then the sons of Jacob, and I heard the war starting. The sons of Jacob went out, and they and their servants dividing themselves into companies on the four sides of the tower. And Judah went out in front, and Naphtali and Gad went with him. And 50 servants went with them on the south side of the tower. And they slew all they found before them, and not one individual of them escaped. And Levi and Dan, all of these are the 12 tribes that's going to war against the sons of Esau, okay? And Levi and Dan and Asher, that's 3 other tribes, went out on the east side of the tower, and 50 men with them. And they slew the fighting men of Moab, Ammon, and Reuben and Issachar, those, and Zebulun, those are the other 3 tribes of Israel. Reuben and Issachar and Zebulun went out on the north side of the tower, and 50 men with them, and they slew the fighting men of the Philistines. Now, in one of my videos, I researched that, and I also later came back and I said, the people over there in the other parts of the world was pointing over here saying that the blacks and the youth of the blacks was the problem. See, we had wars with the Philistine when we came out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High, what I told you is that he keep the nations separate because he punished one nation with the other, right? So this is the Philistines that they destroying right here. They came up against us in this war against Jacob. And Simeon and Benjamin and Enoch, Reuben's son, went out on the west side of the tower, and 50 men with them. And they slew of Edom. So Esau's sons, they slew them. But they didn't destroy them all. Listen. They slew them. And of the Horites and 400 men shot out warriors, and 600 fled, and 4 of the sons of Esau fled with them, and left their father lying slain, as he had fallen on the hill. I want to read that to you, and I want to give you guys the names of these people. See, because most of these people perished in this battle right here with Esau, see? But their descendants still live today. But they've changed their names in the earth. And they are the United Nations. They are the people that surround us every day. They are the ones that make the laws to keep us on the bottom. See, I want to read this to you. And see, this book, this Jubilees, they took out the Bible. See? Because they don't want you to know. Remember, we was enslaved. None of the other people, these people that I just read about, none of them went into slavery. Okay? So I picked up on that one from here. So that was Jubilees 37. It's not in the, they don't have it in the Bible. That book was taken out. So I wanted to read that to you because that covered a couple of books. I was going to read you something about Yahushua, what he had said, but I can run it to you like this, and I can pull it up. I can give you the, let me see. I think I had it pulled up for you guys. Let's see. This is acting it kind of was acting strange. I went to post, y'all, and they was like, no, I wasn't authorized to use that tag. So I went in and I changed the name. It was basically off the same thing that I had just gave y'all. Okay, so we've covered those things, and that was pretty good just reading that. Because what I wanted to bring to you guys was this. The same thing with Exodus 19, 5 through 6. The Father said we're going to have to be separate, right? We're going to have to be a separate nation. And he don't mean like just one people, because Israel is a nation comprised of 12 tribes, right? So you have Benjamin is the warriors. You know, I mean, all of them can become warriors. You have, but I'll separate them like this. So you have the 10 tribes, and then you have Judah, then I'll say the Levites, right? Now the Levites are the priests. They was in control of prayer, sacrifices, and things of that nature. You know, our sins, you know, to have them atone, they will make sacrifice bulls and lamb, you know, a blood sacrifice or ritual to the Most High, whatever, cook it. And I'm sure they would eat the flesh after they finished or whatever. Maybe, I don't really know, because I wasn't back there, right? I'm just telling you the things that the Most High has given me and the things that I do know, what he has given to me. And I'm not going to tell you no more than what he has given me. So now, so Esau was destroyed by Jacob in that battle right there. Esau and Jacob, that's what I wanted to tell you. Well, let me see here. Okay, this is right here. Let's see. Okay, let's go right here. I don't even know if they're going to let me open this up, people. They've been acting all strange. Okay, but the birth of twins after 20 years, marriage, prayers, God for a child. Rebecca conceives, but the twins struggle within her. God reveals they represent two nations. The younger Jacob will dominate the older Esau. So let's see, you can find, now this here, go to Genesis. Y'all writing this down. This is going to be Genesis 25 and 19 through 34. I had it pulled up in here, but I don't want to read it because they're so small. I'm going to have to give me some new glasses, I'm telling you. But at any rate, this is where the sons was born. See, Isaac and Rachel, let me see if I can open it up. I can read it. I don't think they're going to let me open it here, though. I've been having all issues trying to bring this stuff up. Esau contempt. Okay, let's see if they let me open it here. Okay, here it is right here. All right, I can open it right here. I'm going to read it. I don't think y'all can see it, but it said when it came time for her to give birth, there were twins, boys in her womb. The first to come out was red, and his whole body was like a hairy garment. So they named him Esau. After this, his brother came out with his hand grasping Esau's heel. So he was named Jacob. Right? Isaac was 60 years old when Rebekah gave birth to them. So our father was 60, and Rebekah, when she gave birth to the twins. So the first kind of red man that came on the earth back then was Esau. He was the first of his kind. Now, Noah was son was an albino. But Esau was a European. He was the first kind that came on the earth, people. And he was through our mother and father, two black people, right? So when you hear me say like Esau is our blood brother, now I don't know if all of these years they mix with the fallen angels to taint their blood or whatever. I don't know. But in Genesis 6, the fallen angels came down. When Satan fell from heaven, he took a third of the angels with him. So the angels are here, and they are mixing with human beings. So that's why I say I don't know if he's mixed his blood with them or not. You know what I'm saying? But you notice all of these people that's in our land, and they come over here and they get into these politics. They try to get close to Esau and think that they part of they switching, and Esau and them always cross them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't none of us. They know their bloodline. They not letting none of them mix with them in a journey to destroy. Well, they use them to help destroy us. But they not letting them into their small circle, people. For Israel, we let anybody in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can come and dance like us. We will show you our moves. And then they take that and they patent it, see? And then you looking like, hey, you've taken everything I had. You know what I'm saying? I showed you how to do that. Oh, well. And this is what they do. Esau is our blood brother. His sons is who got him destroyed. Made Jacob shoot them arrows, destroying Esau and the other guy or whatever. And then our tribes took them down, right? And that's what I was telling you. You said, when I said, how did Israel get enemies? Because the Most High had this was right here. This incident I just read today was when Esau just came against Jacob full force. See, a frontal attack. See, that's what happens to them when they come with that frontal attack. That's why they've been surrounding us, destroying us with all of these chemicals that cause us cancer. That's why you think all these people have cancer in our community. Look at Africa. You don't see nowhere near nothing cancerous over there. Only right here. Because they know we are the kings. We are the Most High's chosen. See? They ain't coming to us with no frontal attack like what they did then. You know what I'm saying? And the 12 tribes destroyed them. But Israel wanted to be like them. Instead of observing their statutes, laws, and commandments that the Most High gave them, they wanted to be like the Gentiles, right? So the Most High said, okay, you don't want to follow my laws. You know how a father is. We fathers, right? You know, you have to discipline your kids. That's what we are. We are a disciplined people. You have to discipline. The Europeans don't discipline their kids as much. That's why they all over the place all the time. So I said all that to say this, you know, you have to know who you are. And when Yahushua, our brother, they call Jesus Christ the Savior, they think that he died for them. They know he didn't die for them. He telling them in the book. And all of them are against us. You have some Gentiles out here that wouldn't cause you any harm. You have some that's going to cling to us because their salvation depends on it. See, when you know who the true people are, you're supposed to bless them, protect them. Because we pray for you and we make sure the Father show favor to you. Most of the Gentiles some going into slavery. I ain't gonna say most. Some gonna be destroyed and some gonna be sold. The Father said that he's selling them to Judah. And Judah is going to sell them to the Sabians. And in my last live, I said that was who did I say she was? I say it was Cleopatra? I think I said it was Cleopatra, but it wasn't Cleopatra. But at any rate, Israel is the blacks, the African Americans, the Negroes. We've just come out of the curses, people. See, the curses that is in the Bible, the yoke it on your neck, that was us. Ain't no, they try to come up with the Holocaust. All of these people, like Elon Musk said about a week or so ago, this world is a big stage. And all of these things that's playing in this earth is for us to deceive you. See, all of these people that's, I would use the term blackmailing America to get that money, it's all for nothing. See? Because this was to keep the secret from Israel of who they are. But the Most High, the Heavenly Mother, have awakened us. The Israelites are back. We are here, people. We are awake. And when that happens, destruction is going to come on the earth. Destruction is here. Not just because we have awakened, because our curses is up as well. And our servitude and our slavery, our time is up from being under the thumb of our enemies, see? And yes, even though they have the weapons, the battleships, all these jets, all of this new supposed to be technology that they're getting from the fallen angels, none of that's gonna matter, people. Fallen angels down here already. I'm starting to hear where, oh yeah, people are starting to see more and more ships. Yeah, we woke. In my video, if you listen to my videos, you go on my channel, you'll find this very video when the Father told me to let y'all know that ain't nothing gonna kick off. The angels have surrounded the earth. People, these things are facts. I ain't talking about these ones that's crashing down here that the Gentiles have mixed with and getting their technology. I ain't talking about them. Those are the fallen ones, see? Y'all are being destroyed for lack of knowledge. You heard me say, so I don't forget, I have a few things. Like you heard me say about the earth is having birth pains. See? The earth is testifying against the wicked, right? And she's having birth pains. You hear me say black women are the mother of the earth. You are creators of all women that's on the earth. They came from you. So if the Mother Earth is having birth pains, wouldn't it make sense that the women of the world that created, the women of the world, would be having birth pains as well? You can go to your doctors. They ain't gonna say nothing wrong with you. No, because no matter what happens, Israel is rising to the top. No fur tactics, no wars, no rumors of wars, no medication, no guns, none of that. Nothing is going to stop the Most High's movement. And these people know that. That's why they try to put fear in you, to keep your vibrations down. Everybody should be happy. When you heard me ask you to pray, what is it to pray, people? I mean, this for you too, Gentiles. And you need to be sticking to Israel, because I'm telling you, this is not fearmonger. These is the truths. And the scriptures that I just read tells you. And when I try to start my live and they telling me that, you're not, this tag, this is not authorized. I'm like, what? So that confused me with even the stuff that I was going to present. So I have to revamp real quick, change the title, you know what I'm saying? All of that. And it was just part 2 of what I was speaking on. Come on, man. These things they don't want you to know, but they can play all they want because they're going to be destroyed. The Most High is going to destroy. Yahushua is coming, people. Y'all can keep playing all y'all want and think it's a joke. All our enemies around us. That's why we've stayed in bondage so long. See, the Gentiles were supposed to only get 1,000 years. The Most High said double the time that they gave us, since I guess they did us so bad. You hear me? But with our curses ending and our servitude ended in 2019, and they steady coming with this drama, the Father can do what he want to do. Y'all steady playing around. You're going to keep on messing around. Y'all going to be getting 2,000 years into slavery. And you hear me say that all the time. See, Satan is the author of confusion. The Most High is not. His scriptures are not. Why would they take these books that I just read out of the Bible, people? Why would they take the Jubilees out of there? Because they don't want y'all to know. They don't want y'all to know that the ones of you that don't know, they don't want y'all to know that y'all been destroying the Most High's chosen. See? Because he's going to destroy you. If he going to curse you, if you curse them, what do you think he's going to do when y'all been wiping us out? See, the 70 shepherds was in charge at first. They was given instructions on how many of us to destroy. They've destroyed way more than what they supposed to have destroyed. There was an angel down here, and it is still keeping record. What do you think the Most High gonna do to y'all? Men trying to let demons out with the collider, and let things on the earth to help them battle the Most High. With the fallen angels, see? The fallen angels can't get through the firmament. They can't. Because if they could, they'd have been gone. Because they know that the Most High Son is coming here to destroy them. And they cannot withstand that type of power. See, he's only going to have 1/3 of the Most High power. They know already. So they going to fight with y'all. That's where that little narrative came. Y'all talking about it's 2 different types of aliens coming. The first ones that come is going to be the good aliens. Those are going to be the ones that can't get off that firmament up there. But y'all going to go up there and drop down like y'all coming from the heavens. See? Nah, we not finna align with y'all to fight our God, our brother, our Savior. No. Israel is waking up and has awakened. The youth of America, or the youth of the fourth part, which I'll call America, they're not going to go and fight against their God. We have awakened, people. So the ones of you that want to continue to join the side of Satan and be destroyed, I mean, this is a free country, see? And Satan told you that Eve in the Garden of Eden, she said, if you eat off the tree, surely you wouldn't die. Surely you're not going to die. You're going to be intelligent. You're going to be able to decipher right from wrong. Right? But as soon as she ate off that tree, death came into the earth. Because before she bit off their fruit, there was no death in the earth. Right? Now you have men saying the same thing right today. Oh, yeah, we gods. We God. Yeah, okay. So people, you don't have to go to the hospitals. You don't have to go to the doctors, because Israel is having birth pains just like the earth. The Most High destruction have commenced on the earth, on the wicked people. You hear me say this is not about black and white. It's about good and evil. There is no gray areas. There is no gray area. It's either right or wrong. So you can choose your side. All of these things I'm bringing out to you is nothing pertaining to hate. It's pertaining to the things that the Most High need everybody in the earth to know. And I'm not the only one bringing this out. It's people like me all over the earth. It's called Christ's gospel. It's all over the earth. So, I bring this information to the Gentiles, all of you, you know, the ones that's going to cling to Israel and the ones that's not. You know, I was on a platform yesterday. Like an Asian lady invited me. I came. You know, I went on the little chat, GT Pack chat with her, whatever. And she wasn't the speaker. It was some other lady. She sounded to me, she didn't have an accent or anything. She sounded to me that she to be elderly, an elderly European woman, approximately in her 50s, late 50s, early 60s. And she was spreading this doctrine, right? And she was confusing the people in the chat. And mind you, I saw a lot of black people in there. And they was agreeing with her about confusing things. And I was trying to go in and say things. They was blocking everything I was saying, right? So I'm like, okay. I couldn't get in to make a comment. So I just disconnected myself from it, the podcast or whatever. And then she calls me on the GT chat, straight back and forth, back to back. Well, I give everybody, when people talk about the Most High, I wanna see if they talking, you know, truths. But if you're not talking truths, and I can't intervene to correct anything, then this is not for me. See? But that incident, and then I saw another incident where a young minister was talking about this replacement theology. I could even call it dogma, because I could use several terms, but trying to keep it where everybody can understand. Understand, the reason I read these things to you people out the book is so you can understand that the Most High God, he don't love everybody. He says that everybody, if you want to be frank about it, he says that everybody except for Israel is as spittle to him. Spit. You know, like when you spit to him. You know why? This is why. Because everybody, all you nations, are wicked in your ways and in your hearts. See? And see, the Father, it might be a few of y'all that has good hearts. But the Father don't judge you by individuals. He made us. He judged you by nations, right? So Israel was to be separate from the nations, as we are to be a priestly nation, not to be destroyed when the Father gives us wisdom, powers, and knowledge to teach the nations, to correct you in your ways in righteousness. See, he has a divine plan, but then you have Satan here corrupting man and using man to destroy the Most High's chosen. See, and then you have our forefathers that when Yahushua came, when light was on the earth, when Yahushua was here, that's when light was on the earth. They was jealous of him. See? That was the Levites, the priests, because Yahushua was doing wonders, bringing people back from the dead, you know, and all of these other countless things that he was doing, miracles that man couldn't perform. And people was following him, and rightly so. So they devised a plan to destroy our brother. And that's what they did. See? And then they gave him to the Romans to destroy. And that's why the Father punished us, see? And all the wickedness that we was doing. Didn't want to obey. You know, he showed us countless godly things that you are my chosen. But them hard-headed, stiff-necked Hebrews, They was about self after they was released from under that bondage, that hard bondage, right? And they chose the latter. They chose to do wrong instead of right. So we, the people of 2026, and all of my life, 1963, from 1963, and way before, when Columbus got here, when the Arabs put us in slavery. We've been in bondage a long time, people. A long, long, long time. And the reason they took this out the Bible is because they thought they was going to keep us in slavery forever. That's why they took it out. But the Most High, the earthly mother, wisdom, to give us knowledge and bring back our memory, made sure that wasn't going to happen, because God created everything. And with how they've separated the books and how they've changed their names in the earth, I mean, the Father brings us up to point this out. And it is not to brag, because all the glory go to God. I call him the Most High, Yahweh. See, y'all call him God. Some people call him different names. But he is the God of Israel. See? The Father of Yahushua, that y'all call Jesus, the one that y'all say that died for y'all sin. All y'all talk about y'all saved in the blood of Jesus. How much blood do you think he had? He was a man when he was here. So he had same amount of blood that one man have in their body. Y'all be saying these crazy things. Y'all need to wake up to reality. You're not saved in the blood of Jesus. The Europeans, they saved in the blood of Jesus too. How much he got stabbed in his side. Some of his blood and water came out then. If you weren't right there, you're not saved in the blood of Jesus. In grace. All of these things the church made up. Israel, you have laws, statutes, and commandments that you must follow. Only you. And stop following man. You hear me tell you, everything I tell y'all, you need to fact check that. I got the book, and I could post this book, maybe, because I don't know. Like when I started my live, I was not authorized to do this. And see, that's another thing. If y'all even seeing this. Hey, you gotta look. At the Most High lets me know if you even seeing this, because you know, on these channels, all of these networks all over the earth, everything Netanyahu and them do. America. Netanyahu is just an extension of America. They have all of the people confounded in this tax bracket. And they send that money over there to Israel. They don't send that money over there to Israel. They've been giving Israel $2.3 billion for 77 years. How much money is that, people? You heard me keep asking that question. Anybody know how much money is that? Billions of billions. They can buy the politicians. They can buy anything they want. They bought the politicians. Ted Cruz, he been paid for it. Donald Trump was going off on him when he first came into trying to be the president. He was a candidate. He was talking down to him then, and you can be bought. He's bought and paid for by the Zionists. All of these politicians. All of them. The Most High wants you to know these things so you can pray. See? Pray like me. See, he give me knowledge, guidance. I only trust the Most High God. Only. That's why you like these videos that you see here. Why I don't have anything to show for them or anything. It's because I don't trust the system. Everything is digital. So like I got a certain app, right, that people can donate money to. This one, these few people that sent money to these apps, major money or whatever. It wasn't over the limit, like $20-something thousand. And these people was talking crazy to me, not disrespectful crazy, but like they didn't know what was going on. With digital, they can take your money. They can ruin your life. You know what I'm saying? All of that. And all of those things the Most High have showed me. Everything, people. And the Zionists own everything, all the media, everything, people. Everything. Them billions of dollars, you hear me say that the taxpayers and all of these rich people have been giving their power to the beast. That's in the book. Israel is the beast. They liars. You know what I'm saying? Them fake people over there. They not Israel. They're the Khazars. See? They're not Israel. They're not Shemitic. They're not the people of the book. Israel is Israel through the bloodline. Only the Abraham seed, Isaac descendants. All of them sons that you just heard me talk about going to war against Esau and them, because Esau and them came against them. Those are the Shemites. See? Ishmael, the Arabs, they the Shemites too. They Abraham's first son. They the ones gave all of these nations a blueprint on how to keep us from our God by giving us idols to worship. Over there, they give the Israelites a cobblestone. Over here in the Western world, they call it, the fourth part, they gave crosses, crucifixions. So you praying to idols. What did God say? His number one commandment was what? Thou shalt have no other God before me. So Ishmael already knew, because he was under the tent with Abraham before he was exiled from Abraham. And the Arabs have had us in slavery since the 20th century. They just ended slavery. But in actuality, I don't see where slavery has ended. Hard slavery and bondage for us. These people that don't know anything, light slavery for them, just their tax dollars. So I say all these things, people, so you can be aware. I got to figure out some type of way to get some type of funding. May do a P.O. box or something, or go through a mail system. I don't know. But you have our enemies that own everything around us. So we have the Most High to get us out of this drama. He is the only one that can release Yahweh Shai. The other nations believe in God. Israel believe in God, but they don't pray as they need to. These are the times that you should be praying. You know, a lot of people try to put fear in it. I don't like fear. I would never put fear money. I don't like people that brings fear. We are the chosen seed of the Most High God. And yes, if you praying and then you living in righteousness, then yeah, no sword or nothing gonna come up against you, because the Father gonna have you. But if you can't take time out your life to pray, we're here. He's restoring us. He's destroying all of these nations around us. Like I say, you got the war going on in Russia. That was a distraction with Zelensky. You had the issues with Donald Trump. Everybody crying about they losing farms. You know, farms that's been in their families for all of these years. You made money off of our forefathers. You bought them. The land was given to you free. See? The great American dream wasn't that y'all was going to come over here and work and do things. The great American dream back then was you can come over here and get free land, and you can buy the Hebrews and make them work their land for you. That's how you've established all this wealth that you have. All of these things got to be paid for, people. You think the Most High is going to let y'all get away with that? He's not. Y'all are in the kingdom of the Israelites. When Yahweh shall get here, Judah will not even still have the scepter. Judah, the kingdom, the kings of the tribe of the Israelites, supposed to kept the scepter until Yahweh shall got here. Y'all got a lot of explaining and a lot of paying for to do, people. And I'm just bringing it to you straight. The church is lying to y'all. You are killing and destroying the Israelites, the Most High's chosen, the apple of his eye. That be us, blacks, niggers, Negroes. But most of you already know this. That's why y'all go to church and pray that the Edomites and all of these United Nations can keep us down. What's going on with the Mississippi River right outside? Drying up? Have y'all diverted the water somewhere else? Or have the Father got tired of y'all shipping billions and billions of dollars of our grain all over the earth without giving us anything? And when I say us, I mean not just us as a people. I mean our communities, our streets, all the manufacturing companies gone. Carpenter companies, engineer companies, all of that stuff gone. Our communities, this whole part of the earth, it seems like y'all trying to destroy the promised land over here. Wasting billions and billions of gallons of oil in the ocean and in the seas. Man, y'all have a lot to pay for it. I'm not going to continue this video much longer. But Israel, I need for you to continue to pray. Pray to the Most High for anything. I don't care what you pray to him for. Pray to him for that you hope your children don't get snatched and stuck in containers and sent to the Arabs over there. Or Arabia. Or where are they sending them to? Pray that your mother don't get sick. See? Pray that when you go into these churches and pray with these Gentiles, that the Father don't destroy you in there with them. See? Because he says, come out of her, my people, so you won't be partakers of her sin. I like to use destruction because sin is destruction. See? All of these things. Israel is not paying attention. I tell you, keep your heads on a swivel because you're under attack. All of these mothers and all of these people complaining about their kids are missing. Are you praying, people? Are you praying to ask the Most High to keep your children safe? No, you too busy working. You trying to go out. Prayer is no longer in the church. In the schools. That's why you have these nutcases going into these schools, shooting up the schools, shooting up the churches, stores. That brings me to rapture. That brings me to the rapture. Please let me explain this rapture to you, because there was a Hamite. Y'all call them Africans, but they're Hamites. Told all the people that the rapture was coming. They sold all their stuff, everything, waiting for the rapture. A lot of people did this. Understand this. The church preach rapture. Be rapture up, whatever. If you believe in rapture, Edomites, Gentiles, you can believe in rapture because you was raptured over here to the fourth part. I get so upset about this, I don't know what to do. I get tired of talking about this rapture. You left disease back there. You left murder. You left rape. You left robbery, defecation. You left a host of hideous things in Europe and in Britain. When you came here, you came to the promised land. You landed Y'all call it Puerto Rico. But it's not Puerto Rico. It wasn't called Puerto Rico. It was the port of riches. Because when you landed there, it was rubies, sapphires, diamonds all on the beach. You have never been as rich as you was when you got here. You have gold. You have taken the Most High's dainty things and sent them back to your churches in Rome and all these other places. The Most High lets it be known and it's clear. You have come over here. You have destroyed Israel in the kingdom of the Israelites. You have taken their heritage. You've taken all of their belongings. You destroyed them in the Trail of Tears savagely. Underneath all of these buildings and these structures that lie on the earth today are the bones and the destruction of our people, our ancestors. You have lived lavishly since you've been in our land. You have enjoyed Esau's blessing. See, Esau was only given the blessing to subdue the earth and enjoy the due of. And I know you feel that you thought you was going to keep us in slavery forever. Why is Donald Trump trying to turn back the hands of time? No history. Oh, no black history or none of that history stuff. No, we'll get rid of all of that. The history is in the people. Your time is running out. The Most High is taking down this system. The earthly mother is handling the land. Even the Hebrew women are getting birth pains to go with the land. Destruction is here for y'all. So you either cling to Israel or stay with Satan. Because y'all going to get to hell and be continuously be destroyed before Satan. He going to be locked up and then let out. What did Satan say? He'd rather rule in hell than serve in heaven. Y'all speak really highly of that. Really, y'all do. You brag about that. Well, while Satan is in hell ruling, what y'all gonna be doing? You think he gonna be letting y'all rule down there with him? That's gonna be his kingdom until the Most High destroy him. You're gonna be burning in hell. You don't believe there's a hell? Okay. But anyway, I'm gonna end this video. I don't even know how long it is because it don't give me a time. I was trying to cut them short. But I hope I touch bases on a lot of things or whatever pertaining to things that Israel should know. I just need for Israel to know that the laws is not done away with. The church could never replace Israel because they're not God. They didn't create Israel. They didn't make a covenant with Israel. Those are the harlots. The churches are. These churches, if the church is not telling you that if you are a congregation of people of color, if they're not telling you that most of you, if not all, you are the Israelites and the people of the Most High God, then they are misleading you, which they have done all this time to keep you asleep. Because church and state is not separate. I don't know if I did that in my life, but I have it here in the office where when the pandemic hit, the government paid the churches. Put it in some type of program or whatever. And some guy was the author of it. He was like, oh, well, I don't feel bad about it then. Why? Because the church and the state is not separate. How could it be? When all of the churches derived from the Church of Rome. You know, the one that the Pope sit on. Yeah. And you're called harlots. You've been pimping the people. And I get it if you giving them information that's going to lead them to heaven or information that's true. But you're lying to them, sending them to hell, and taking their money. They pay you like you a paycheck, and you lying to them, sending them to hell. That's crazy, people. Well, you can get my stuff for free. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like donate something to me, it's cool. You know, meanwhile, the Most High will hold me up and give me the information to give you, along with the scriptures, people, along with the scriptures. See, because the church tell you one thing, but the scriptures say something totally different. The book of God tell you something different. That's why they took the books and separate the books. See, a lot of y'all know this. Those are the ones that's in cahoot, see, with all the rest of the nations to keep Israel at the bottom. Because y'all happy long as we at the bottom, we not destroying nothing. But destruction is coming for y'all, and we ain't even have to do. Israel, do not be out in the streets marching. You have no reason to be out there. The Most High is already handling this. And if you want to help, you can help me by praying. See? Remember the other day I asked you to pray? I need you to pray this day. Skip Sunday. We don't want to pray for their son, God. We want to pray for the Most High, our Father, Yahushua. We want to pray for our eyes, right? And then the Gentiles that cling to us, we'll pray for them. See? But don't pray for your enemies. This is the message the Most High give me. And it's not designated to white or black. It's designated to good and evil. I'm all for good. I'm praying against evil. See? And because it's a lot of black evil people out here. They going too. See? So when you hear me say it's not about black and white, good and evil people. So with that being said, Israel, I'm not going to hold you, and Gentiles that's going to cling to Israel. I know I told you that these videos was going to be monetized. I haven't set that up yet because, like I said, you know, I need to get this information to you guys, and I wanted you to have it. Money doesn't really, money helps, you know, bills, and I can help other people, true, but money don't mean a lot to me. Clicks, that don't mean, I'm getting a lot of people, they tell me certain stuff on Facebook, they tell me certain stuff on YouTube, they tell me, but the whole point is I'm not trying to enter into a system that I know my brother is coming to destroy, because the Father have revealed these things to me. So, if you want to donate something to me or whatever, you know, I'll set up a P.O. box, or like I said, some type of mail. Y'all can send me a few pennies every now and then. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not begging you or asking you for money. I don't need your money every week. You know what I'm saying? I'm not suffering. You know what I'm saying? But if you give me money, I'm going to put it to use. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? If I can help someone, I'm going to help them. And that's what I do. I do it when people don't give me money. So this is who I am, and this is, I don't know, like I said, how long the synagogue of Satan going to allow me to bring these truth out to you, because it goes against them. See? They're being revealed. But at any rate, Israel, keep the laws, statutes, and commandments best you can. Pray, ask the Most High for forgiveness. Keep your heads on the swivel out here. Pray for your children. Talk to your children, because they disappearing. See? I guess that's it. I'm going to end it here. Until next time, Israel, and you clinging Gentiles, shalom.